All right. What is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Very excited for today's video. If you are having trouble navigating the current market environment and, really establishing when the market is risk on versus risk off, which that basically means, when some of the more risky plays like some growth stocks or biotech stocks or even cannabis, other related, riskier plays, if you're having trouble navigating when those are going up, and then when some of the less risky plays, right, and the risk off environment is on, and really the market gets more defensive. I've got a very good way for you guys to, help establish the sentiment, okay, and really gauge where it's at. We're actually going to go over the signals that you can use, possibly when you may see a reversal from either defensive stocks into some more riskier stocks, right? And so that would basically just essentially mean when the market is potentially going to go from a risk off market into a risk on market, and the reversal as well. Okay, so smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, because I'm going to be dropping content like this every single week, and it's really going to help establish a lot of things that are going to give you an edge in the market. Trading, investing is like going to battle. It's like going to war. You really need as many weapons as you can, and you have to bring the proper weapons, okay? You can't bring a knife to a gunfight. And this video is going to help give you another weapon that you can add to, your arsenal, all right? So what we're looking at specifically is going to be the XLU/XBI. Basically those are the ETFs in the SPY. All right. XLU is the utility sector. All right. And this is a very defensive sector. This is a very risk off sector. And XBI is basically going to be the biotech sector. Right. This is a very, very risk on environment. In stock market sector, especially if you take in Fed interest rate hikes. Typically, biotech companies, are trying to raise a lot of money. Now, there's multiple ways that they can do this. They can do this through either, diluting their shares, right, and share dilution and selling their shares to raise capital, or they can take out very large loans. All right. And a lot of times these companies are unprofitable. And, they're taking these loans out in hopes that, one of their biotech advancements, whether it's a patent, whether it's a new drug or something like that, is really going to take off, and propel the company into massive profits. All right, that's why it's a very risk on sector. And then utilities are going to be the exact opposite. It's a very risk off sector. Okay, so by using the XLU XBI pair, what you're going to see is as this goes up, this basically means that the market is risk off. It's meaning that the utility sector is trading at an elevated level compared to the biotech sector. And as this drops, you're going to notice that the market is very risk on. And this is when you're going to see a lot of growth, a lot of biotech, and just other riskier plays, really start to outperform the rest of the market. Okay, if we take a look here, I mean, this is this is our August rally right here, and we see a sharp drop. Okay, this is our September rally right here, and what we're seeing is a very sharp drop. So what we're seeing is risk on in August, we're seeing risk on in September, and that's when really the market is pumping. Okay, now the way that we're gauging this, okay, the technical analysis we're using is the Fibonacci retracement levels currently. So we're going to zoom back into the past a little bit, and I'm just going to show you how these work. Okay, so the 38.2, the 50%, and the 61.8%, you can use those on TradingView using this tool. These are the Fibonacci retracement levels, right? So what we're doing is we're taking our swing lows to our swing highs, all right, and basically everything retraces, right? Nothing moves in a straight line to the upside or to the downside. So what you're going to look for is you're going to look for a healthy retracement to these three levels right here. If you hold these three levels, then what you have is a healthy retracement for a continuation of the trend, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend, right? If you break through these levels, then most likely you don't have a retracement, you have a possible reversal, and you're going to retest some of the previous lows. All right. So when you're looking at a risk on slash risk off ETF, what you're looking for is you're saying, okay, well, if we break this, right, and if we break our retracement levels, the market is about to go risk on very heavily, right? And if we don't, then the market is going to stay risk off and you're going to see the uptrend continue, right? So now that we've established, a valid example of it working in the past, we'll go ahead and we'll zoom back to the current present day chart, and we're taking a look, and we are trading currently right now in our retracement zones. Okay, we're trading in between the 50% and the 38.2 retracement level right now. That is these two levels right here, and we are testing this long trend line right here. We have a nice triangle pattern. Okay, and we're going to see if we can get a breakout to the upside or if we get a breakout to the downside, right? And we would test our 61.8 retracement level, okay? And that's a highly likely area for us to bounce and continue heading up higher, okay? Recently, the market has gotten a little bit more risk on, all right, after the bullish CPI report and then the bullish PPI report. Now, all of that could change in the landscape because that's only 1 month's data. Okay, so it's very important. And this is why I'm saying, even if we stay risk on and we come down here, we really have to break through these levels, okay, and start trading below these levels to see the market really rally more and become more risk on. All right. Now, specifically, there's many signals that you can use, and we're going to look at our MACD and our relative strength index to establish those signals. And once you start to combine signals together, that's what truly gives you the edge. Okay, no signal is going to be 100% of the time, but once you combine them together, then that's what really gives you that edge, and it helps give you more confidence in your play and in your overall market thesis. Okay, so specifically, what we're going to do is look at some buy and sell signals highlighted by these arrows right here. And then I'll highlight the significant points on the relative strength index that correlate to these signals. Okay. So if we look right here, okay, we have our first sell signal, right? So the MACD sell and buy signals are going to be the blue line, right? You're going to pay attention to this. If you get a crossover below the orange line, that is typically a sell signal. And when looking at the XLU XBI pair, this means that the market may temporarily be going risk on, okay? So if you look right here, here's our sell signal, okay? Now we're going to combine that with our relative strength index down here, and this dotted line is 70 on the relative strength index. 70 or above is typically what's known as overbought and indicates that there may be a pullback, right? So look at how, the market is trading overbought here, all right? And then we're trading and then we get a sell signal right here as well. So we're combining the fact that, okay, well, this might go down because it's overbought, but that's typically how people use the relative strength index. And then we're seeing that, all right, we have a sell signal here. And what do you get? You get a short temporary pullback. And this pullback, again, means that the market is risk on. So we have a very temporary risk on market environment, all right? And then we get a reversal of that and it continues the uptrend, right? Over here, what do we see again? We see a sell signal right here on the MACD. Blue line crosses below the orange line. And look at our relative strength index. We are trading above 70. Again, we are overbought. So what do we get? We get a temporary time in the market where it's risk on. And we're seeing instead of risk off going up, we're seeing risk on coming up, which basically means that risk off is going down, right? Because XLU is in front, okay, of this pair, XLU is the risk off. So anytime this goes down, that means that the market is risk on, all right? Over here, what are we getting? We're getting a MACD sell signal, right? We're seeing that the market is going risk on. Oh, look right here. We're over here, right around the 70 on the RSI again, trading slightly above, slightly below, and then we get a sell signal, all right, and market goes risk on. Over here again, right, we have our signal, okay, right here we're above 70 on the relative strength index, we're overbought, and what do you know, the market goes on a rally and we go risk on. All right, right here we're getting a buy signal, okay, so this is meaning that the market is going risk off. All right, and what we're saying is that we're trading very low on the relative strength index. So instead of being overbought, what we're doing is we're actually being oversold on the XLU XBI pair, right? So this indicates that we may see, a little bit of the market going back risk off. And sure enough, what do we see? We see risk off, climbing at a very rapid pace, right? Also, I will highlight real quick, we have a divergence there as well. Okay, so just take a look at this right here where we're in a downtrend, right? We're creating a low and then a lower low. And then right here, we're actually in an uptrend. Okay, so what this means, and these are some very simple terms that you guys can learn to use for yourself. And I highly suggest you do so, right? We have a low and then we have a lower low, right? But here we have a low and then we have a higher low, right? When it comes to technical analysis, this indicates that you may see some bullish activity in the future. And when you're looking at a risk off versus risk on pair, right, a bullish activity in this pair is going to mean that the market is about to go risk off, right? And so you can basically combine that, as a signal that, okay, not only do we have the MACD buy signal, not only do we see that we were, slightly oversold right here, approaching oversold territory, but we actually have a bullish divergence in our risk off risk on sector pair right here, and we can tell that the market is basically about to go into a risk off environment. And if you're in any risky plays or any risk on stocks, maybe it's time to close some of those positions or look for some defensive alternatives such as put options, or setting a stop loss on your position, right? That's the whole thesis behind this video, and hopefully you're starting to understand it and really grasp the concept. And this is something that you can pay attention to now and really add to your arsenal. And instead of being so confused and looking at specific levels on individual stocks or maybe stock indexes, like you're looking at SPX and you're saying, oh, we're right around 4,000. I don't know, are we going to break out? Are we going to break down? What are we doing from here? This is something that you can add, as I said in the beginning of the video, to your arsenal of weapons, right? Is really looking for any buy signals, any sell signals on the XLU XBI chart. This is going to give you a really good indication of if the market is about to go risk on or if it's about to go risk off. All right. So if you enjoyed this video and you found anything useful, if you learned anything new in this video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I also do viewer requests every single week. So if you have a stock pair you would like me to look at, a cryptocurrency you would like me to chart up and do some analysis for you, if you have a strategy you'd like me to explain, or maybe I haven't made a video on it yet you'd like me to cover, feel free to do so and let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to do it as soon as I can. We also have a Discord, okay? So if you guys want to get all of our intraday market updates, see what we're looking at, the signals that we see every day, every day we're pretty much in there trading. There's multiple admin members that are day traders, including myself, that we're trading every single day. And then, we have some admin members that are just really good swing traders, and less active, but they're very efficient, right? And they're getting multiple plays, 100%, a couple 100%, things like that. We do those all the time in the Discord, as well as a variety of intel and data sources that come along in the Discord. So if you want to join that and you want to be a part of the team, a part of the trading group, get access to our entries and exits and what plays we're looking at, make sure to use the link in the description. If you use code Zackley, like the channel name Zackley Trades, you will get a discount on that membership. Okay, so that's it for today's video, and I appreciate you for watching.